Hey guys, welcome to Religious Bullshit with Dusty Smith, the show where we take a look at the 5 craziest religious stories of the day and then sink into crippling depression at the thought that we're living in a nightmarish hellscape the likes of which we will never awake from. As always, we have a horrible show for you today, so let's fucking do it. And today we're gonna start off with something I've been waiting for so fucking long. This 11-year-old boy genius proves to the world that Stephen Hawking was wrong about God. And man, I'm fucking hyped about this. I've been waiting for somebody to take Stephen Hawking down a peg or two forever. With that smug look on his face and his stupid robot voice. Fuck you, Stephen Hawking. Luckily, the world has given us William Malice, a kid genius. This kid's smart as fuck. He graduated high school at 9 years old, and at 11, he just got his college degree in arts. Even the Muslim channels are celebrating this kid's epic ass-whooping of Stephen Hawking. You just know this shit is gonna be good. I'm so fucking excited. I can't wait anymore, folks. Let's listen to this kid's genius rebuttal to Stephen Hawking's and his explanation to why God exists.
If gravity's always working, then and if the singularity was always there, like some atheists try to say, then the universe should have no age. It should be infinitely old. But it's not. It has an age. It's 13.8 billion years old. And something can't come from nothing because it would have to exist in order to cause itself to exist, which is illogical. So therefore, something other must have created the singularity. That something other we observe as God. And nothing applied on nothing is just nothing.
Nothing. Even I can follow that. Okay.
Atheists that try to say that there is no God, when in reality it takes more faith to believe that there's no God than it does to believe that there is a God.
Oh god fucking damn it. It's just the cosmological argument again. We've heard this shit over and fucking over again. This isn't new or brilliant, this is fucking stupid. Basically all he's saying is this. Hey, the universe is way too complicated to exist without being created, which means that something even more complicated than that, God, exists without being created. What kind of genius is this? No, you little shit. Don't you see the very obvious logical flaw in your argument? If the universe is too complicated, too intricate to exist without being created, that means that something even more intricate, something more complicated, would be even less likely to exist without being created. Don't fucking tell me that everything must be created by something and then say, except for God. That's dumb as shit. It takes more faith to be an atheist than it does to believe in God. No, motherfucker. It doesn't take any faith at all to base your beliefs on the evidence of the observable universe. Faith is the belief without evidence, and there is exactly zero evidence for a God. There's plenty of evidence for the existence of the universe and the Big Bang Theory and gravity, and believing in these things takes absolutely no faith at all. So nice try, kid. There's no doubt you're smart, no doubt you're brilliant, but you're still a fucking kid. You still got a lot to learn. And I'm willing to bet my soul by the time this kid is an adult, he'll be smart enough not to believe in this fairy tale God bullshit anymore. I look forward to having your smart little ass join us atheists in the near future. And next up, vaccine denier and living blind joke, Jenny McCarthy, here's dead people. This is something she posted on her Facebook. Haunted. Just happened in my house. I had to look at the security tape to prove it. Ah! So basically, Jenny McCarthy's just sitting at home, minding her own damn business, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a ghost starts playing her fucking piano. Let's have a listen.
Donnie? Donnie? Someone just played the piano. Someone just played the piano. I don't know. Donald? Donald? It played just now.
Holy Mary, Mother of God! I can't believe it! Jenny McCarthy just proved ghosts! I gotta say, folks, I'm a little bit shook. In light of this incredibly concrete evidence, maybe the supernatural is real and there is an afterlife. You know, unless there's an incredibly simple and logical explanation for this all. Come to think of it, that ghost piano playing sounds awfully familiar. Let's listen to it again. Where have I heard that before? It's the startup music for Google Home, which is Google's version of the Amazon Echo. When the thing boots up, that's the music it plays. You have a Google Home right in your goddamn living room, you idiot! So surprise, surprise, Jenny McCarthy did not prove ghosts and the supernatural. Instead, she proved that she does not understand how technology works and that she's a tard. Get smarter, Jenny! And next up, Florida man is at it again. This motherfucker doing all kinds of crazy shit. Now Florida man has killed his girlfriend with a Bible. That's right. Leslie Satinay, a 40-year-old man originally from the Caribbean, was arrested for beating his girlfriend to death with a Bible. Police say Satinay, who was charged with second-degree homicide in the killing of Crystal Phillips, claimed the devil was inside his room. Police say they found the body of Phillips on the floor alongside a pipe, a frying pan, and a bloody Bible. Now, I've heard of people killing other people because of the Bible, but I ain't never heard of nobody killing somebody with the fucking Bible before. This is a new one even for me. Now, clearly, this is just yet another example of mental illness, but we see this story play out over and over and over again. Crazy people using religion as an excuse to commit the most heinous of crimes. I've been saying it for years. There's just about nothing more dangerous than a crazy person with a Bible. But now this guy's taking it to a whole nother level. The Bible is now literally a murder weapon. And obviously, I'm not saying all religious people are crazy. I'm not saying all religious people are dangerous. But I am saying the sooner we cure the mental illness of religion from society, the sooner these crazy motherfuckers will no longer have this excuse to go out and cause violence and mayhem. And our fourth story is a prime example of this. A family of 11 has been found dead after hanging themselves, thinking that God would save them. This happened in New Delhi, and authorities are calling it a religious ritual gone horribly wrong. Family members, including 2 boys who were only 15 years old, were apparently conducting a tradition through which they hoped to obtain salvation. Notes found in their prayer room suggest they believe God would intervene and save all of their lives. They found a notebook detailing what they were trying to do. It says almost every step mentioned in the note seemed to have been religiously followed by the family. The steps for obtaining salvation were written point-wise in Hindi, each marked with an arrow. One important rule was that the family was to avoid using mobile phones and not discuss the rituals to anyone else. In keeping with the instructions found in the note, the men of the family were found hanging next to each other. Similarly, the wives were found hanging next to each other from the iron grill, as were the children and their 33-year-old niece. The ritual required participants to tie their hands and legs, blindfold and gag themselves, and stuff their ears with cotton balls. The moment they hanged themselves and began gasping for breath, they would see God saving them. But spoiler alerts, there is no God and they all died brutally. This is a really sad story. Obviously, one of these assholes convinced all the other ones to do this stupid bullshit. This kind of shit is one of the main reasons I do this program. Look, if you're out there and one of your family members or somebody you really trust is trying to get you to do something really fucking crazy in the name of religion, don't fucking do it. People try shit like this all the time and they always fucking die. God never saves them and he's not gonna save you either. And hey, even if you refuse to give up the belief in God, just remember this: God helps those who help themselves. So do yourself a favor and don't test God, because clearly he don't like that shit. And we're gonna finish it up with this one. In Egypt, a prophet convinced a family to let him dig up the body of their loved one and resurrect it from the dead. Apparently he'd been watching The Princess Bride, and he's like, your family member is only mostly dead, not completely dead. There's a big difference. Let me dig him up and I can prove it. Let's have a look.
Banai! Banai! Hey, Banai! Banai! Hey, Banai! Banai, kai, maka gosta Yesusi kai! Banai, kai! Banai! Banai, kai!
And of course, we all know what happened next. The dead body rose from the grave and is like, holy shit, you brought me back from the fucking dead. You just proved God. And then this dead person's grateful family members lifted up this prophet on their shoulders and he was celebrated worldwide for his successful necromancy. Just kidding. He's like, no, this dude's dead as fuck. Sorry, everybody. And then the Ethiopian police arrested this stupid motherfucker. I kind of feel sorry for this guy. He looks so disappointed. But sorry, fucko, you don't have magical powers. This is not a video game, you're not a fucking necromancer, and you can't resurrect goddamn bodies. I'm just saying, folks, this is exactly how zombie apocalypses start. And that's it for this episode, folks. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. It's so depressing that it's 2018 and we don't even have flying cars yet, but we do have motherfuckers trying to resurrect other motherfuckers from the dead. I guess the only thing we can do is keep shining the spotlight on this bullshit, keep on spreading this bullshit in hopes that we can cure society of their religious mental illness, and keep on hammering these motherfuckers with logic. Fuck yes. Hey guys, Dusty Smith here. And for the last couple months, what we've been doing is capturing all the feral cats in the neighborhood. Generally, somewhere in your state, you will have TNR programs. Basically, there are organizations in most states who will charge you a very small fee, as low as $10, to neuter or spade feral cats that you have trapped, in which you can then take back and release. This actually does an amazing amount of good for the environment. People don't realize this, but feral cats are a very invasive species. In Australia alone, they say that feral cats kill over 1 million lizards every day. And the feral cats are really decimating the bird populations. So trapping and releasing them is a really good thing you can do to help your local community. You can get traps relatively cheaply from Walmart. And if you have the time and want to help your community, this is a really good thing you can do. And if you'd like to help our efforts, we're doing good work here at the Humanist Society of Mississippi Animal Sanctuary. Please consider donating to our Patreon. It really helps. Thanks, guys.